Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Frugal. I think right now is a good time to talk about budgets and budgeting. So here goes. So why is budgeting important, especially for those who are trying to transition into a more frugal lifestyle? And the basic answer is budgeting is the key to assessing your finances. Now, what I mean by assessing your finances, I mean giving you the ability to answer these two questions. And that is, do you spend more than you earn? And how much can you afford to actually spend? Now, if you can't answer those two questions right now with the numbers and give me a quantitative answer, you probably need a budget. So this video is probably for you. So right now, with all of the uncertainty that's floating around with possible global recessions and illness, a lot of people are losing their jobs or they're just fearful. So right now is the best time to get a budget in place and start looking at your finances. Tracking your spending for 1 to 3 months will give you a really good idea of where your money is going to and also where you would like your money to go. So before you put your budget together, you need to understand how you spend money. So the first thing that I recommend is tracking your spending. Now, depending on how much time you have and whether you're watching this in lockdown or in normal life where we're allowed to go outside and shop and socialize, you have a few options. If you are free to roam outside, I would recommend keeping a daily spending tally. So you can do that by writing down everything you spend. And the key to this is you have to be honest with yourself. It's kind of like MyFitnessPal and all those calorie trackers. If you don't put accurate information in, you're getting a false story, a false picture, and you're lying to yourself. And ultimately, you put on weight in the same way that you'll spend more money than you've actually budgeted for. So you have to be really honest. Now, being honest, keeping a spending journal is probably too lo-fi for most of the people watching this video, and also may take too long to get a really accurate picture of what you're spending. So an alternative, and probably your best bet, would be to pull out your bank statement and your credit card statement. I think most of us these days spend with a card, some sort of plastic, rather than cash. Please note, if you are the kind of person that uses a lot of cash, that daily journal or keeping your receipts is going to be the way forward for you. But anyway, if you can pull out your bank statements, your credit card statements, and start itemizing where your spending is going. So the next step, once you have all of your statements, is to categorize your expenses. What are your fixed costs, your bills, things that will not change, and what are your variable costs? How much money goes towards discretionary spending? Be that socializing, be that travel, grocery shopping, retail shopping, whatever that may be, categorize that. I know that there are a lot of budget tracking apps out there that link to your bank account or credit card. I personally have no experience of using those. There are lots of them out there. Please do a Google search to see if that's something that would be worthwhile for you. I'll link a couple of options in the description box if I remember, for you to check out. So if you don't even want to think about it and you want technology to tell you how you're spending, there are options out there for you also. But alternatively, I would use a spreadsheet to track my spending, to categorize everything, and to split out the buckets. I think that Money Saving Expert's budget planner is excellent. It looks pretty good. Now, with your variable costs, you're going to have to be really honest with yourself and potentially quite brutal. You have to determine what you can afford to cut out and what spending is not necessary. And with that spending that you deem not necessary, that you feel that you can live without, or that you were spending in excess, you need to be able to redirect those funds into savings. Put those into your emergency funds, put those into your investment pot, redirect that money into a place where it's going to benefit you in the future rather than short-term gain. Now, if you're going to be moving into living a more frugal lifestyle, you will likely have to let go of some of your wants so that you can keep some of your needs. So if you have a Netflix, Disney, and Amazon Prime subscription, you may have to rationalize which is more important. Now, if you still have income coming in, you're not worried about your job, there's no uncertainty around your employment, you do not need to put together a scraping by, just surviving budget. But you do need to cut out frivolous spending. So if you have 3 TV subscriptions, probably try and cut that down to 1. If you love watching movies and TV series, definitely then keep Netflix. If you really enjoy socializing, put into your budget £100 or £200 worth of socializing a month. Most people will find if you deprive yourself completely, you will likely overindulge later and splurge and spend more money than if you kind of had just let yourself have a bit of money to spend on that thing that you really love, that you really like every month. So try to be fair to yourself, give yourself some wiggle room. If you're new to budgeting and you find that actually you don't need to spend £100 a month on entertainment, you can cut that down as the months go on. You can cut that down, you can increase discipline, and you can make your budget tighter. So the budget you put together today should be open to change. Also remember with your budget to forecast for the future. So if you know that you want to go on holiday in 6 months' time, in 3 months' time, in 2 months' time, budget accordingly. So put money aside for those bigger purchases. And we will talk about sinking funds, hopefully in my next video, because I use them myself, where I put money into certain saving pots to split it out and to help me prepare for the future. And I'm finding it incredibly useful. Now, if you've recently lost your job, your income has been slashed, or you are focusing on paying off debt, as Dave Ramsey says, you may need to put together a rice and beans budget, and you are probably going to have to cut out all luxuries. You're gonna have to pay bills, buy groceries, have enough money to transport yourself to work once we're free and no longer working from home. And your budget is going to be bare bones until you reach your goal of paying off the debt, or until you have salary income coming in to get you through. Okay guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I would love to hear how you budget, or if you're about to start a budgeting journey, how are you finding it? What do you think? Has it changed your financial life? Are you going to keep going? If you want more content like this, please check out these videos right here and subscribe right there. But until next time, thanks. Bye.